Hey everybody, I wanted to post this video to help you beginner singers out because I know it can be daunting to start to learn how to sing in the beginning, and it's very easy to get discouraged and stop practicing. But I want to tell you that stopping is the last thing you should ever do, and it's definitely worth the practice. Getting over the original learning curve when you're a little rough around the edges is the toughest part, but once you get past it, even practicing can be fun, and you'll want to sing all the time, and you probably will. Getting over that bump doesn't take too long either, as long as you practice continually every day. And of course, it's going to take a lot of practice, but you already knew that. What really is important is that you learn from the right sources and lessons to learn to sing the right way, with the right techniques, and also in a way that is fun and makes you want to practice more and more. So I want to give you guys a video full of tips on what you should learn as a beginner singer to make it much easier for you, as well as tell you about a site that I went to learn to sing, and it teaches you how to develop your voice and ear the proper way. You don't really have to get a teacher to learn to sing. It's really very expensive, and singing is a skill that you develop over time by yourself, of course, with practice. Nobody else really needs to be involved. Once you know what to learn with proper lessons, you can teach yourself. If you need to hear yourself, you can just get a microphone and record yourself singing to get your own feedback. And many people get sick of learning when learning with a teacher. It happens a lot when people learn instruments too. They end up regretting it in the end because they quit. Students who have teachers often develop a style similar to their teachers as well, rather than developing their own unique style nobody has heard before. Learning at your own pace and developing your own style is what I recommend. Nobody else really needs to be involved in your learning to sing. You just need to learn the correct methods from a good lesson plan and then add your practice and your own creativity. Plus, you'll be proud of yourself that you learned to sing by teaching yourself. The site I mentioned will help you figure out what you need to be learning at any stage in your singing career, from beginner to more advanced, so you can start learning more and more complex pieces and writing your own. If you're just a beginner who has never learned before, you'll probably be surprised at how much your singing will improve within the first week after you learn proper technique. The site is right at this address in this video. If you want to go there now and download their singing package, just type that address into your browser, or put it in the description for you. You can also click the link there and go there. But for now, I want to give you some great tips to help you get started singing and encourage you to keep learning and practicing. Number one, using your voice as an instrument requires precise coordination that requires practice. Stand up or sit up straight with your feet shoulder width apart, arms relaxed. Next, relax your shoulders, throat, tongue, and jaw. Focus any physical exertion on control of your diaphragm for power. Straining other muscles will not help and may actually cause damage. And use your facial muscles for pronunciation, of course. Number two, contrary to what most people would assume, releasing more air while using your voice causes the sound to become softer, and using less air makes your voice louder. This is because the volume of your voice comes from resonating the sound via the air through your sinus cavities, not from pushing harder. If you release all the air out of your mouth before it can reach your sinuses, you will soften your voice as you do when you're whispering. Number three, you've probably heard that you should sing from the diaphragm before, but you might not know what that means. The diaphragm is a muscle which contracts in order to pull air into your lungs. It's below your lungs, right in between your rib cages, below the sternum. As it contracts, it increases the size of the cavity in which the lungs reside, lowering pressure and causing air to be drawn into the lungs. What you need to do is learn to control it for proper release of air through your vocal cords. Suck as much air in as you can and you'll be feeling it getting tired. Then release it as if you're pushing from your stomach with control as you sing. Your chest muscles are now contracting and your diaphragm is relaxing at a controlled rate. If you haven't been doing this while you're singing, this probably feels good, and you'll notice you have more vocal power and control. Number four, vocal cords aren't really cords, they're just vocal flaps in your throat, also called vocal folds, which stick out from the sides of your throat. They vibrate when wind passes over them, and the quality of the sound they produce depends on their length, mass, and tension. If you're going hoarse, what's happening is the vocal cords are hitting each other and becoming damaged and inflamed. This causes them to lose their elastic quality and ability to create your voice like they're supposed to. To prevent this from happening, you'll need to learn to support consistent airflow from your diaphragm and direct air into your sinuses where it resonates. This way, you'll get the tonality and volume you desire. Number 5, practice should always start with a warm-up. Just as a warm-up before a sporting event will protect you from injury, a good vocal warm-up will protect your voice from damage. A good sign that you aren't warmed up yet is that you don't sound very good either when trying to hit higher notes. Many muscles in your throat are working hard to create your voice, and you need to take care of them. Start with a few relaxed breaths, followed by some gentle humming throughout the range of your voice. You could then do a scale or two on the vowel ah. You'll notice that your range gradually increases as you warm up, allowing you to hit much higher notes than when you started. Number 6, if you restrict your voice into a thin sound and would like a more open sounding voice, try this. Stick your tongue all the way out, then sing something like the alphabet song all the way through, using your diaphragm, pushing air up through your throat with your diaphragm. Then put your tongue back into your mouth and sing with a relaxed tongue and throat. Number 7, confidence is big when singing. The purpose of singing is to express emotion and affect other people through your singing. Once you have a lot of vocal techniques under your belt and are able to sing technically well enough, you can start using it creatively to express emotion. The problem is that in many people, confidence often comes only through technical excellence, but if you have no confidence to practice more extreme techniques, you'll never have technical excellence in singing. This may not apply to you, but many people have a problem with this. So here's what you should do. Just sing as if nobody's listening and with reckless abandon, as long as you're not hurting your vocal cords. Don't worry about singing any note poorly. Just learn the correct technique that you should be practicing. Learn what you need to sing and practice it. It doesn't matter if you don't sound great now. Nobody really cares. But you will sound great soon, so don't worry. Number 8. Don't mimic other singers. Developing your own voice with what you were born with is what is important. Everybody can have a unique, amazing voice if they just train with it and not somebody else's. Allow your personality to flow into the songs you sing as well. Emotionally feel the story of the song as you sing it, and other people will be able to feel it as well. Really beautiful singers are obviously hard to come by, and people who listen to them really look up to them and revere them. Singers like that are artists who create their own style and surprise people with new, amazing voice to listen to, and are able to provoke emotional responses in people who listen to them. That's the purpose of singing, of course. Singers can learn to do that like no other musicians because people feel a very strong connection to the sound of other people's voices to begin with. You can learn to provoke emotion with your voice by learning the correct way to sing and practicing it. An example of great singing that can immediately move people is Frank Sinatra's early work, I think. The subtleties of his voice convey so much emotion that the songs almost seem to change every time you listen to them, as you pick up more and more of them. Imagine being able to create music that has an emotional impact every time people listen to it, whether it's your family, friends, at a concert, or on the radio. It would be really cool, right? I mean, I think so anyway. All you need to do is create a song or an amazing version of a song, and it can last forever because it has the potential to impact people like that. You'll also be able to sing new and classic songs by your favorite artists for yourself or as a cover to play for others. It's fun to put a unique spin on a classic song. You really just need to learn the right way to practice so that you'll always love to sing and you'll also progress very quickly. The only real secret to learning, as far as I'm concerned, is consistent practice, listening to yourself sing closely, and being critical of your own voice, and learning from the right source that will show you the correct professional methods to learning, while also keeping you interested. If you want something like this, I really gotta recommend the site I told you about before. It'll really be all you need to learn to sing because it shows you exactly what you need to be learning at any stage in your singing career, and it'll take you from beginner to advanced. You won't have to worry about learning from anywhere else, especially not from a teacher, which can cost $30 an hour or more. It's pretty unreasonable to think about it, especially when there are courses like this one out there that you can use to learn yourself. So just go to the link here by typing into your browser or click the link in the description to go to the site and get the course right now. Hope you enjoyed a lot, and I hope you liked the video, and good luck.